A proposed railroad expansion that could potentially quadruple crude oil production in rural eastern Utah is coming before the Supreme Court. The case could have wider effects on federal environmental regulation. The justices will review an appeals court ruling that overturned the project's approval by regulators under the National Environmental Policy Act. The lower court sided with the environmental groups, who said regulators should have considered broader potential impacts, like increased risk of wildfires or derailments of trains carrying crude oil. The case turns on how federal agencies consider potential harm to the environment when they're deciding whether to approve development projects. Critics say that process can delay projects for years, but environmental groups say it's a key protection that shouldn't be limited. The case will be heard by 8 out of the 9 justices. Justice Neil Gorsuch recused himself. He had been facing calls to step aside over his ties to a Colorado billionaire who could benefit if the project goes through. The court's conservative majority has taken other steps to curtail the power of federal regulators, including striking down a decades-old decision known as Chevron that made it easier for the federal government to regulate the environment, public health, workplace safety, and consumer protections. The court is expected to issue a decision in the case by the spring.